St Vincent de Paul have this morning published a report which finds that poverty has doubled among working lone parents between 2012 and 2017. These are parents that have done everything by the book. They are parents who get up early in the morning, maybe even earlier than the Taoiseach himself, yet they have been left behind. This government is failing working single parents who are living in poverty. This is disgraceful, not just because of the conditions that lone parents now live in, but because there are actions that need to be taken right now. The activation measures taken during the first Fine Gael Labour government were only going to deliver one result, and this was it. We said it at the time that they were going to push more mothers and fathers parenting alone into poverty. But who cares so long as the government can spin the numbers? Who cares that these measures to increase employment failed to be backed up by other policy changes, such as the reduction in the cost of childcare, rent reductions, family-friendly employment practices and greater access to education? 84% of lone parents in Ireland were unable to meet unexpected expenses, compared to the EU average of 58%. Unexpected expenses can mean a trip to the doctor or dentist for either the parent or the child, or fear of other unexpected expenses. And I think that's why you see many lone parents being forced to very scrupulous money lenders who charge hundreds of % interest on that money that they lend to lone parents and to others. One of the recommendations included in the St Vincent de Paul report is to benchmark social welfare, such as Jobseekers transition payment and working family payment, to the cost of the minimum standard of living to ensure adequate income. Sinn Féin introduced legislation to this effect last year in the Dáil, and I would urge Minister Doherty to consider this as one way in which we can lift lone parents out of poverty. Another recommendation that could be acted upon immediately is to extend the cut-off age for the Jobseekers transition payment until the youngest child is 18, to assist lone parents in ensuring that they are actually better off at work. And I would say even beyond 18, I would say where children are still in education and going to third-level education. In the north, there is the Child Maintenance Service, and Sinn Féin has proposed that this be established here as well. Finally, SUSI must be extended to students studying part-time to allow lone parents to access education while fulfilling their caring responsibilities. So I'd ask the Minister to come into the House to discuss this report. And I want to thank St Vincent de Paul not only for this report and the numerous reports that they do, but for all they do for people who are struggling in poverty in this country. Time and time again, I have to go to St Vincent de Paul on behalf of families, whether it be education or just that they just cannot live, that they cannot exist. They are dependent on St Vincent de Paul. And I want to commend all of the volunteers inside St Vincent de Paul for the wonderful work that they do.